Hi everyone, it's Silas Ram, AsianCultureVulture.com. We're at London Film Festival, our home film festival, and we've just interviewed some filmmakers. There are a few world premieres coming up, there's some restored classics. So let's go and find out more. I'm with the director, Ahmed Jamal, whose classic Hotel London has been featured in this year's London Film Festival. Ahmed Jamal, welcome to AsianCultureVulture.com. How are you?
I'm very well and excited by the event and excited to see you.
So tell us about Hotel London. You made it a little while back, but it's now featuring as a restored print, I think. So tell us about how the film began and how it was made and all that.
Well, very briefly, it's the kind of work we were set up. We were set up as a workshop, as the first Asian or black workshop in this country. So a lot of our early films were to do with issues that affect our societies, particularly the Asian community, challenging stereotypes, racism, and other inequalities that are in the country. So this film came about as a result of various organizations that deal with homelessness, like Shelter and Crisis. They approached us, said we want to do a film. But we had made an earlier film about racism in housing estates in Camden that was shown on Channel 4, and it got a lot of coverage. So this came about as a result of that, which involved researching the subject over a long period of time and then making a film that satisfied various organizations, which funded the film.
Tell us a little bit about the cast. I mean, you have a star in somebody.
The cast is another long story, but we wanted to reflect society, so it was not just about Asians, it's about everybody who was being affected by the crisis in housing. And one of the actors, one of the roles is for an Irishman who's has got mental health issues and he's homeless. And we were talking about the script in a group, and somebody overheard us who was working at the time that Jonathan Pryce was acting as Macbeth for the RSC. And she came up afterwards, I can't remember her name, but she was a makeup artist, and she said, look, I work with Jonathan, I do his makeup, and I can put the script in his box. And then
he liked it.
Well, he loves the script, and he said, I'll do it because of the subject matter.
So tell us about that time making this film. There must be some parallels with what's going on today, the kind of issues that are reflected then in 1987.
Well, what's happening now is probably worse. I don't know the details or the statistics, but in the last 10 years, temporary housing has become far worse. There are about 180 to 200,000 people in temporary housing, and there's about 3,500, 4,000 people on the streets. So the situation right now reflects what happened then and what's happening now. So these are all related to the economic turmoil that we were feeling at that time, the change in the attitude of the society from kind of a more humanitarian but difficult economic times now, but under Thatcher I'm talking about, and now we're in a similar situation.
And how did it feel to be in London Film Festival? What are you most excited about, being able to share this film some 30 years later with a new audience?
Well, I knew the film was being restored because I'm going for a grading session tomorrow, but so there was another film they're restoring, and they were going to show that, which is a feature film. But they chose to do this because they think it's more of a discovery, because the other film is already on the iPlayer. So it's a very mixed, strange feeling, because when you work on a subject like this and you've been so close to human misery, it affects you both psychologically and emotionally. So, and I think of all the people that we met, and then you walk away from it, and you can't completely walk away from it. So it's, I'd like people from some of these organizations to come and see the film, and I hope it helps other people who are affected by it. The film was shown on BBC as well. So that got a lot of coverage, and they were very happy with that.
And it was shown in London, the London Film Festival in that year, is that right?
Well, yes, and then I think we were given an award which they had called the London Film Festival Award, or British Film Institute Award for Independent Film and TV, and they chose a clip from this in 1988. So they obviously chose that. So I'm very excited, and also some of the people who worked on it are not here.
Well, I'm sure we'll be meeting again and talking about it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I mean, the making of the film is really interesting. You know, this the fact that it's a film that was made in a sort of a non-traditional way, and you know, and part of this workshop movement. So that in itself is really interesting for us as people who love to watch films. The new restoration, you know, it's a work that it may be set in the past, but it really could not feel any more contemporary. You know, the subject matter of the film still feels incredibly relevant today. And there's something really special about seeing, you know, films from the past, but in a space where you currently stand. And so there's something quite uncanny about seeing London in that period, and seeing how much has changed and seeing how much hasn't changed. And so for us to have the opportunity to present the world premiere of the restoration that has been done by the BFI National Archive, it's really thrilling for us.